First things first is the actual trailer itself. The base of the trailer is made by H&W Manufacturing. They're based out of South Dakota. They build these trailers for us with a steel deck, so that way we can mount everything onto the surface. These trailers right here, everything is attached and bolted on to the actual trailer itself. So the great thing about this is if you really wanted to use this in the off season, let's say to do snow removal, part of your landscape company, all this is removable. So your main compartment is bolted on along with your sand bin and your mixer, a forklift or a skid steer, and about a half hour you can have all this thing, this whole thing removed. So that gives you a full flatbed that you can use for something else. The base of the trailer itself is a 20-foot deck. So your total length of the trailer is 24 when we're talking about a bumper pull. It's a little bit misleading. Some other manufacturers out there will give you the length of the trailer, but they're actually telling you the length from tip to tip. So if they have a 23-foot trailer, technically their actual deck space is maybe 18. Or a little bit shorter depending on what trailer you're getting. This is a 20-foot deck, so you're going to have plenty of space for your sand and all your equipment on the inside. The tongue, if you want to take a look over here, the tongue on a bumper pull is 4 feet. There's different manufacturers out there that have longer tongues and things like that, but so this bumper pull is technically 24 feet long. We do call it an extreme 20 because we're mainly concerned with that deck space and that flat deck, because that's where you're putting all your stuff. One thing that our manufacturer does for us is automatically put on cold weather harnesses. So for us up in the north here, if we didn't have these, these would be really stiff in the winter. So that's one good thing that they put on there. If you do follow us online, YouTube, and any of our groups, you realize that we are constantly adding and changing things to these trailers based on what our customers tell us, my own crews, and a lot of our trainers around the country. When they bring up ideas, and throw it our way, hey, what about this? What about that? I just relay those messages to our fab guys and our welders, and they come up with things that sometimes I don't even think about or my crew doesn't even think about. So there's lots of new things that we're adding to these trailers even in the next couple months. It is February 2024, so what you're seeing on this trailer right now, actually in another month, there could be a couple things added to that. Same with this box right here. We set this on the side because we are doing mounts on these bumper pulls now, where these are going to be on the front. You got obviously some wasted space here, so just to put that on the front, just to put your gas can or something like that. So that's going to be something that's going to be added here in the near future. Another thing we like to do, and this is an option for anybody, we are a dealer for shocker hitches. This is an air ride system. So this is mounted right onto the trailer, and it really makes a softer ride when you're pulling these trailers. Obviously you're pulling some weight, and so to get that jarring softened, we also offer that on the gooseneck version. It really makes things nice. But that's an option that anybody can put on their trailer. If we move to the back, just to explain this, the flatbed a little bit more. What we have H&W do is, they're automatically using Dexter axles, which are the industry norm. That is the best axles out there. We have them put on 14-ply G-rated tires to begin with. We used to use just regular trailer tires in the past. It's just a little bit more peace of mind when you're in that tight cul-de-sac and you got all that weight on here. To get that sidewall protection is something that you really need. So these are 7,000-pound axles. So obviously your total gross for this is going to be 14,000 pounds. The weight of the whole trailer, as you see it right now, with the mixer, with everything on top, is about 4,600 pounds. So that gives you, a lot of extra weight that you can put on here. 4 tons of sand, your Portland, and all your equipment, and you can do a full day's work.